See if anybody gonna pop in here. Dang, 14, what's going on, guys? What is going on, Cameron? I am in the dungeon, sorting all my stuff that I got from my shows, my expos. Right now, I am getting out the deep divers, and I'm adding some profound Z bosses to that. So what have you guys been up to? Who's been out fishing? Who ain't been out fishing? I ain't sponsored by Z-Boss. So 99.999% of anybody you're going to see in this. My wife would divorce me. You know, I'm lucky. My wife, people ask me all the time, waiting for the ice to melt. I hear that. People ask me all the time, they're like, you know, they tell me all the time, you know, my wife, she does, you know, I'll be a daggum liar if I told you she didn't get a little pissed off at me every once in a while. But you know, for the most part, man, I got an awesome wife. She works hard, I work hard, and the truth is, you know, they ask me if I hunt. I don't hunt because, I mean, as you can see here, could you imagine me having another hobby where I spent more money? Because I couldn't. And I would be broke and divorced if I had a second hobby where I spent money. This is just sort of my deal. You know, I just enjoy doing it. That is a Z-Boss 25, by the way. Look at that little color right there. Nice and translucent for some of the places that I fish. So I'm going to put me a little 25 on there. By the way, one of the ways... Oh, well, you know what? I didn't even see that, but they've already got the 25 on there. What's going on, North Fork, man? So that's one of the things I do. I put a little label right there, but I didn't even notice that they've got the 25 on the tail right there. But I kind of put it on my baits anyway. So you can see, man, I got a bunch. You know, I know a lot of you guys are asking me to do another sort of tackle tour, but now... That's what you always need in your deep diving crankbait box is a blue lighter. I don't know. I have no clue how that managed to get in there. I don't smoke right hand or left hand cigarettes, just so y'all know. Yeah, I'm just sorting this mess out, man. I mean, I've got my Shane's baits. You know, I've got a whole bunch of Z-Bosses and, you know, all kinds of stuff to put up, and you know, got I mean, got a whole box of crankbaits I got to put up, and all kinds of line. I mean, it's a mess, man. But it would be multiple videos. I'm gonna wait until we get into the new house. Yeah, it's my dream. I'll be honest with you. You know, I am very, very blessed by both you guys. You know, there's a lot of this stuff that I wouldn't have if it wasn't for you guys. You know, I always say that. You know, there's absolutely nothing special about me. You know, I'm an average angler. I just love it. And I've been blessed enough to have, you know, a great bunch of people that hang out with me all the time. And allow me to have a lot of this. Now, a lot of this I've already had before I ever started doing YouTube. It does take years to build this kind of arsenal. But here's another. This is called School Bus. That's a 25-foot diver. I'm going to go ahead and put it on there just to make sure I've got it again. You know, just one of the things. What's up, Jeremy? How's it going, man? So, and then here's another Z-Boss. So how many of you guys have actually been out fishing already? This is just a little impromptu. You know, I'm just sitting here at the house. The wife will be home. She's working this weekend. I got to work tonight. Another good looking color. Good translucent color. Another 25-foot diver. Kind of reminds me of you know, the Tennessee shad. What I'll probably end up doing with this is putting me a little bit of red right there, and that'll really mimic that Tennessee shad. For example, my favorite color when it comes to that's the DT10. That's the DT. Listen to me. That's the 10XD. And you can see, you know, that's pretty close. Just got to put me that little bit of red underneath there. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to have everything ready. Have a garage sale. These things are like my kids, man. I probably spend more time with them. I'm sorry, kids. I love you. I love both of you very much. I hope neither one of you see this video. But, you know, I hope I'm going to get to go maybe Wednesday and Thursday of this week is the goal. I'm running out of space here. Yes, thank you. Pretty please hit that like button. It always does help. These are a couple you guys that have seen the show. Going to be in the 60s. Man, it is going to be in the 60s for the next like 7 days. And what's even better than that is if you go look at the lows, there's a bunch of lows where it's going to be 61, 65, but the lows are going to be in the 50s. That's what you want. That's because at night, you know, you lose a lot of that heat during the winter and this time of year when that lake builds that heat, and it's going to be doing a little bit of raining too, and it's going to be raining with that 60, you know, high 60, low 50, upper 40s. So, you know, that's what you want to happen, you know, in the spring. That's what really triggers those bass to really start coming up. And if you guys seen my video where I was talking about crankbaits, you know, coming up means a lot of different things. I'll still fish like bluffs, but it means they're coming up from the deepest part of the bluff that they live on, and they're coming up shallow feeding. And here's two custom paints from Razors. I can't wait to throw this down on Top Secret Lake D. I say Del Hollow all the time because I don't fish a lot of tournaments on it, but I do fish the Mountain Division. Maybe I should stop talking about Del Hollow. Yeah, man, that's all right. Crappie fishing, ain't nothing wrong with that. And again, I do label, even though I know on the bill that's a 10XD and I know about how far it dives. But I still label them. You know, just reminds me. So guys, I'll just be honest with you. Between the shows and everything, I just haven't gotten to go since probably January. So, man, I'm chomping at the bits to get my rear end out on the water. Let's see, I think that's all of those. So, these are that's my really deep divers right there. 10XDs, my profounds. Now, these right here are Strike Kings. These are the big Magnum. That's a weird sound. Anyway, so these are the big Magnum. I wish you could hear this. I've got a ball bearing apparently in one of these baits that's just rolling around all on its own like it's haunted. That ain't good. Don't want to smash them down in there too hard. I think I'm gonna have to get another box. But that's my big deep divers. That's for summertime right there. Let's go ahead and put these back up here. Oh, there went something. I'll have to get behind there and get that. These are my 2 A-rig boxes right here. One's kind of the leave behind stuff. The other is kind of the stuff that I take with me. Right here's something if I do get to go out. This is Shane's Baits. I know those guys pretty well. And look at that. Now that is a chandelier. They call that their Blades of Glory. But when I go out, if I get to go out Tuesday and Thursday, or no, Wednesday and Thursday, that right there will be tied on. Now, I'll be fishing in Tennessee, so I won't be able to put hooks on every single one of them. What's up, Bass Wars? Sorry, guys, if I missed you. What's up, Moccasin Man? What's going on? I've actually got your stuff right here I've got to get put up. So, still ain't, you know, got your finesse jigs there. So, that's how far behind I am, guys. That's how far behind I am. When was that? I don't even know. But, this one, I'm going to have to clean this box out. I got a little bit of rust in it because I bought some cheap A-rigs. I'm not going to say who they were, but they were cheap A-rigs, and this box is going to have to be clean. I can't take that. I don't want it messing up all my... I don't want it messing up on my A-rigs. So this has got to come out. All this has got to come out. What's going on, Headcase? I just filmed a section where I was unboxing your stuff, which I still have to get out. But you can see there, I'm already getting some oxidation on some of that stuff. So that's got to be cleaned out. But I bought some apparently cheap made A-rigs. Not this year, but last year. Yeah, these are much better. And now my box is, the blades were rusting. Look at that. Look at that box. And so I got to get that stuff out of there. Some of these, like this one, that one's probably going to go. I could probably cut the blades off of it, use it bladeless. I mean, I've got some other stuff, but I don't want to take a chance. This is one of my, I like these. Pretty good. These are the old Strike King titanium umbrellas. I like them. I'm real picky. Somebody asked me, they said, you know, couldn't you just turn it that way? But I'm real picky. Like, I want my head turned upright. You know, they're not designed like this. So, you know, that's just me. What's going on, Doug? Well, you know, you don't have to have a lot of tackle to catch fish, guys. It's, you know, I just, like I said, I'm just lucky enough to get the ability to be able to buy a lot of baits. I got to throw stuff away. Forgive me. This is all junk. I got a trash can over there, so sorry that I went slightly out of camera. But that really ticks me off, you know. Like I said, I won't say who it was I bought those from, but their blades started rusting and rusted out my whole box. So I'm going to set the rest of these aside. 52, awesome. These are, I use these in a little more clear water. These are the umbrellas. Good cheap version, man. What's up? I do, and if you can actually see, these are all flambeau with the rust inhibitors. That's the Z-Rust stuff. That's all I use. But these are the Plano, and if you actually notice, now the rust tabs only last so long, and that's probably the deal. These tabs are probably needing to be thrown away. But this is, I love the, Flambeau don't really make a box like this. So this is a Plano A-rig box. And, you know, you're supposed to change the Z-Rust tabs out. I think it's like every 2 years. And the truth is, that has probably had those tabs in there, those rust inhibitors, for probably 4 or more years. So the only reason the other box isn't rusted is more than likely because, you know, that's the box that I kind of leave here. So, you know, you're not putting baits in it and that sort of stuff. But somehow I managed to label both A-rig box 1, so, you know, that's confusing. You know, don't know why I would have done that. Probably because I'm dumb. But, you know, that's just between us. Don't tell my wife. No, never mind. I've been married 26 years. She done those. Have you thought about checking out? Oh, God, you're so far away. Oh, have you thought about checking out the new Plano Edge tackle box? Yeah, I've thought about it. I'm a big Flambeau guy. I'm not, again, not sponsored by them, but they kind of make all the boxes like this is the stuff. This is what I use to actually, you know, in my boat. So I've got several of these that what I do is for my soft plastics, I just separate them out. You can see these are my Patriot shad, so kind of my swim baits, you know, from Richard, from Bass Munitions. These are my creature baits. So, you know, what I do is I bring these boxes down. If I'm going to a different lake, I'll grab these. These are my worms, you know, that I'm going to load up and take. And so this kind of forces me not to try and take all this crap with me because I'm real bad about really enjoying having, you know, all this junk with me. And so let's see, for right now, I've got a box here that's empty. I've actually ordered some more of these. So Flambeau, hey man, you know, help a brother out somewhere. Because God knows I've spent enough money on your stuff. But like I said, man, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. Like, you know, but you can tell. I mean, I like some Shane's baits. I mean, you can tell. Now they did toss me a few baits here the other day. So I'm a big fan of them, but not because they tossed me some baits, but because actually my buddy, and a shout out to Cody, Bass Bullies TV actually turned me on to Shane's baits. So he really got me turned on to their stuff, and I like them, man. They're interchangeable arms. You can order more arms off of them. Here's one of my topwater boxes, and I need the others because I've got a couple of topwaters. This is a small, you know, I got these earlier in the year. Thank you. You are awesome, Brian. I am not. And anytime you need any advice, I'll give you the worst possible advice I can give you, probably, but it'll be the best advice I know. Not intentionally, it's just that I don't know a lot. Again, married 26 years, that's what my wife tells me. So, let's see here. Here's my jerk baits, crankbait, slipless, topwater. All right. So here's some of my topwater boxes, by the way, guys. This is a lot of my walking baits. If you can't tell, I really like walking baits. These are, which I don't understand why I have these separated like this. I think I need to separate this differently, but because, and there's a jerk bait in there. I don't know why. Let go. I don't know why I've got one of my Rapala jerk baits, but these, and there's another jerk bait. Oh, I bet I know why. This is my boat box. This is my, like, topwater jerkbait boat box. Okay, that's ugly. But, you know, I'll show you what I kind of, what I've had in my boat box. Man alive, there we go. This year, one of my favorite colors right here, that's that mossback shiner from Rapala. That is their, that's their deep. This is probably one of my favorite jerk baits right here, guys. It's got a little bit of blue, got a nice flash, got that brown on the back. But these baits, especially in the winter and especially the lakes I fish, they sink. These are the rip stops. I haven't had a lot. I just haven't thrown them a lot, to be honest with you. Now this is a shad. This is a ghost shad. Hopefully you can see how translucent that is. For me, that's just that is just, you know, that is the Rapala. Let's see, what do they call it? Shadow wrap shad. You can tell the difference between the two. One's a little more elongated, one's got a little more shad. This is post spawn. I'm telling you guys, if you ain't got them, you better be throwing these post spawn. Well, good. I'm glad I can help. I'm glad I can help. Tell your wife I said, hey. But these are long A's. Now, I don't use these as jerk baits. These are my two favorite colors. I actually use these as wake baits. So we're going to put them where they go. Oh, actually, this is my favorite color. Sorry. I picked up the wrong one. It's that lavender with that chartreuse belly. That and bone, generally the two that I use the most. But I can't believe I got all this crap so messed up. Now, I swear to you, I seen my popper box just a second ago. I know I had it. Swear to you I had it. That ain't the box I knocked down back here, is it? Let's see. So I've got a topwater box missing. Shad wraps. Oh, there it is. So this is just my popper box right here. You know, I don't have that much, and well, I got a couple of jitterbugs in there too, but you know, you can see I've got, you know, all different kinds of poppers. I mean, you name it. You know, the big shower blows. So these are the little Storm Arashi. Now that's a handmade right there on the bottom, but these are the Storm Arashi cover pops. They do real well as a walking bait. So, but I am ready for some. Oh, look there, there's another one. Good looking little lavender white color. Let's see. Here's more walking baits. Now, guys, if you've never seen these little spitting image, man, you need to check them out. They are by Heddon, and you can see how thin they are. And dude, do they just sit in place and walk. And, you know, good looking shad profile, a little smaller than, you know, your regular walking baits, which, you know, I'm trying to get in this box and not get stabbed. My favorite walking bait, I can give you the exact color, and you'll even see this. You'll know if you look in my box. I've got 3, and then I've got a bunch that are still in the pack. So that color right there, and this one right here As you can tell, she's been eat on a little bit. Got a little bit of hook rash. She's been thrown a lot. But this one in particular, if you go back and watch my summer video, this bait right here, this is a head and one knocker. And it's translucent. I forget what they call it, but again, it looks very much kind of like that translucent Tennessee shad. And in clear water, if you tie a loop knot, and I've got a video for a loop knot, I don't use walking baits without loop knots, and you don't have to go, how's it going, BA? You don't have to go super expensive. I'm telling you, I don't know, I didn't weigh these fish, but and probably one of the biggest I'd accidentally dropped overboard. But if you go back and watch that video where I was catching bass over a 30-foot ledge, I mean, man, they were crushing that, and they've crushed it for several years in a row out there now. That tends to be my favorite. I really seem to do well on that color in super clear water when they're suspended. Man, I've got to buy more of those little hook bonnets. I'm going to tell you that right now. But like I said, that particular one right there, I mean, you can tell, man, it has been eat on. You know, like I said, got a little bit of hook rash, but that day, I had to have had at least 18, 19 pounds and probably an hour of fishing. You know, just got on a spot, and they were out there. I showed on the sonar too. But that's another thing I'm going to try and do this year. I am going to try, because I'm a big spook guy. I mean, I'm just kind of old school, you know. As I said in that one video, I'm just an ODB when it comes to, you know, what's going on, RB angler? You know, when it comes to bass fishing, I'm just an old school guy. Now, here's the question. Okay, I think that's probably something that the one thing I probably do need to get more of, and I know you guys are like, more? What do you need more of? Is probably, here we go. Probably the whopper ploppers. That's probably the one place. Now listen, guys. You know, don't tempt me. Do not tempt me. You want to talk about a whopper plopper? Now that's a whopper plopper. Let's see here. What do I do with my other one? Right. That's not a whopper plopper. That's a whopper plopper. So I'm doing a horrible, probably offensively, you know, Australian voice to my Australian peeps out there. I'm sorry. I know I've got a few of you guys that watch, but you know, I'm not going to tell you what most people call that when I show it to them. just use your imagination. But that's probably the one thing I need probably more of is this is a custom painted one, I believe, right here. No, not that one. That's a custom paint job right there that my buddy Joey hooked me up with. Thank you, sir. One of my very best friends. But that's my whopper plopper box right there. I'd like to have a few more of them, just a few other colors, multiple sizes. Hey, look at that. I emptied a box out. What's that? Something sticking to it. Now, back to my jerk baits. Now guys, my jerk baits are, have you tried the Chopo? I have not tried the Chopo. I do want to try that. That's what she said. That is exactly right. Wife buys more tackle than I do. Had a 3-fish limit tournament this morning. Thanks to Bass Munition Swim Bait. Awesome, dude. 3rd place. Way to go, BA. Stop. No. Cancel. I don't know what's going on. I'm a technology guy, and I'm a failure at using it. The Academy Sports one's good. The closest Academy Sports to me is like an hour away. But this is one of my favorite boxes right here I'm about to show you. Right now I'm just trying to fit in these baits, and I think it's high time before I break some of these baits to probably split them up into 2 boxes. But that's for another day. Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? Right, guys? Who agrees? Hey, Bass Munitions, what's going on? That's my jerkbait box, guys. That is my jerkbait box. One of my confidence baits right there. You know, I'd hate to imagine how much money is in this box. Please don't rob me. Yeah, I know. You know, it's just impromptu. Richard's trying to get me to do a Twitch channel also. So, I'm just not, I don't know that I'm ready for that yet. Okay, so anyway, that's my 3 topwater boxes right there. No, 4. I've got 4 topwater boxes. And that ain't even counting my frogs. Look at this stuff. Let me find it here. Frogs. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, here they are. Now, a lot of these ain't even open. I've got a box of them. Well, I got some of them just laying in here. Got a little rat, got a little frog, but literally, that's my frogs right there. That's just a whole box full of frogs. So hopefully we're gonna get to put them suckers to use this year. Like I said, I found some lakes, some small lakes around me that's got grass. I bought me a good frogging rod this year. So I'm gonna get it spooled up. And hopefully we're gonna get out there. I just put all those up, and look what's laying right here. My 2 custom painted. Oh, let's see. Not that. This. I really was excited when I found that. What's going on out west? I need an eBay store. Man, I done told everybody I cannot sell this stuff. It's like my children. You know, this is my new baby. I'm going to call him Eduardo. This is Eduardo. Welcome to the Walking Box family, Eduardo. We will show you as much love as we've showed all of the other walking baits. But what I don't have, Eduardo, that's right. But see, this bait, I don't have this bait. I'm going to put a hook in my hand trying to get this bait out of this. I'm really, okay. 55 people watching. Thank you guys. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Or hell, if you don't like me, hit that thumbs down button. I don't care. I mean, I know I'm dumb. You ain't got to tell me. I know I'm not pretty either. I do have boobs. I mean, I got some, you know, I mean, they're A cups. Maybe A.5. I don't know how that works. But, you know, fat guy love. But, yeah, I don't have any, you know, little bitty walking baits like this. So when I seen this in a bone, in a darker bone too. Yeah. What's going on, Will? Listen, guys, Will is great. If you want to see a cool video, you want to meet one guy that's really supported my channel a lot, Will Perryman there, go out and look up David Dudley. Will, put a link of that in there. He got to go fish with David Dudley. What a lucky sucker he is. David Dudley, I'm a big fan of David, and he had a good day. He gives David some heck, and you can be a boob. Listen, you know, I'm not gonna touch that. Hey man, thanks, Chris. Don't do that, bro. Now you're just trying to make me feel bad because I didn't get you those baits sent out to you in time, isn't you? That's what it is. You need to be prepared for every situation. I agree. Hope you have a great day. Oh no, don't disappear. We have a cold, fun day on Cherokee. Yeah, man, I'm dying to go. Tennessee Valley Adventures, by the way. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by. There you go, at David Dudley Outdoors. Make sure you go check that with Will on there, man. What a lucky dog, Will. What a lucky dog. Getting to go out and fish with Dudley. Will, I've had the privilege of meeting Will in person now a couple times, and down in Raleigh, and he's just good people, man. Which most bass anglers really are. You know, most bass anglers really are. We get caught up on the competition sometimes, get mad at each other a little bit here and there, but you know, if I got to be around anybody every day, every single day, stop it. Don't do that. Bass munitions. But if I got to be around, you know, people any day, it's going to be around you guys. I mean, the bass fishing world is yeah, celebrity in Raleigh. Don't ever say that. I am not a celebrity. Again, I am just a mentally impaired human that likes fishing, and you know, is you know, a big goofball. Exactly, it is like one big family. I mean, I know we get competitive with each other. And there are some DAs out there. We all know what DA stands for. Not BA, sorry BA, but DAs. And you know, but for the most part, man, we're all good peeps. Any tips this time of year? Really, stop it. But tips this time of year, you know, right now, if I was going out on the lake right now, today is the first day that it's starting to warm up, at least where I'm at. If I'm going out on the lake today, you know, I'm probably still going to be looking, because of the cold front, I'm going to be looking, you know, at that mid-range. So I'm still going to be throwing search baits. It's going to be stuff like the A-rig, small swim baits, depending on how much wind we have. Small swim baits are going to be a deal. Now, if we get a little bit of chop, you know, maybe throw some heavier, yeah, these things, spinner baits. You know, in that, depending on, again, where you're at, where I'm at, you know, banks are a little heavier. So, you know, if I get a little more wind, I might throw, early in the day, you know, might throw a little heavier, 3/4 to an ounce. A silver buddy's still good right now. You could probably, even with the cold front that's been going on, you probably even still find a Mickey rig fish. A big swim bait too would come into play. And when I say a big swim bait, I mean, I'm talking about, you know, your big swim baits, your 6, 7, 8, 9s, slow rolled on the bottom, but you're going to have to find those fish, you know, so you're going to have to really use your graph. If you're fishing from the bank, slow as you go right now. If you're fishing from the bank, you know, drop shots, shaky heads, you're probably a drop shot is probably going to be your biggest friend right now. 7-inch bass munition, which, by the way, I need some of those rainbow trout as fast as you can get them to me today. If you're gonna pay me money, then get me some lures. No, I'm kidding. But you know, that sort of stuff. is kind of what I'm going to be looking for. You know, if I'm not on if I'm not on the lake a whole lot, Raleigh lakes are low, mid 50s. That's a good temp though. If I'm not on the lake a lot, I go into search mode. And when you go into search mode, you know, if you're only fishing on the weekends, you know, hit those high percentage areas. This time of year, as the water is warming up, believe it or not, a wobblehead too, real slow wobblehead will get you some bites. Yeah, you do get to fish. You know, the only bad thing about that though is I get to work tonight, so I'm going to be on the water, or not on the water. I'm going to be working while daylight savings time, and then I think I got to stay till 9 o'clock tomorrow to help something. So I'm going to work like 6:30 tonight. And sorry about that. My wife was trying to call. She's probably on her way home. She'll probably try and call in again. So all that being said, wait, what? Gerald, lose Pro TI. I have not tried the Pro TI yet. Yeah, it's getting where it needs to be, and I'm telling you, this week I'm really excited about this coming up week. This warm up. I haven't checked it today, but last night when I was at work, I checked it, and we're talking about like 7 straight days of 60-degree highs and upper 40, lower 50-degree lows. So, have I seen the rocker heads from Headbanger? Yeah, I have. I've not actually fished them though. I've not actually fished them, and I've been meaning to get some of those forever. Thanks, Chris. I'm glad you did give me money now, because now you're forcing me to buy more shit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, like I said, right now I don't know if I'm going or not. So, you know, I'll holler at you and let you know. Yeah, feeding the addiction. Right, here's something now in pre-spawn. It's Ledge Hog, and this is it's their light spoon. Damn, gosh. Listen, guys, I don't know how many of y'all know this, but I was a hippie, see what I'm saying? Hippie. I was a hippity-doo-dah in the 90s. I was a hippie. I can't talk in the 90s, but this is the light flutter spoon from Ledge Hog, and I'm telling you, around docks and marinas, when the post spawn comes, you're gonna want one of those. All right, let's see what I got here. I've got to get some of my crankbaits out. I don't know which ones. I don't think they're in there. That's all my DTs. That's my Strike Kings. 0 to 20. Come on, man. Where you at? Here you go. Right here. I know y'all would rather me have my back turned, because, you know, that's much prettier than this view, I know. So, these are like my 12 to 18 footers, you know, 8 to 18 foot crankbaits right there. And so 6 to 10, 6 to 10. Oh, that's all 6 to 10s. So they ain't going in there. I've got to make sure. Again, these are some from my buddy Razor. He painted these for me. Good looking stuff. I've got a label maker, but I swear to you, I would rather use like the athletic tape and a marker. This one, it's just fell off. So, okay, I've got to compare these. These are rock crawlers. I don't think these are the deep divers, though. These are not the 55s. Or at least that one's not. This one is. This is the 55. So I'm going to go ahead and label that. Let's see here. And those dive 8 to 14. let's see. Those are some great looking paint jobs, Will. What's the best mapping chip for the Eastern Tennessee and Southwest Virginia? Well, I'm going to tell you, man, right now, you're not going to find one that's got both. Southwest Virginia, and my part of Southwest Virginia, like all the little small lakes, like Lake P and Flanagan and all them, man, they don't have maps. There's not any maps there. Ow. And again, guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing, you might not be able to read my writing, but that's 8 to 14. It just tells me how deep that bait dives. This one is a shallower diver. We're gonna put him in his box. But mapping chips, as far as that goes. Now, I'll be honest with you, everybody's big on the Lake Master, and I just bought the Lake Master because they just now got some of the like South Holston, Norris, better about Douglas. All right, Chris, man, take care, brother. Hey, everybody go check out. Speaking of which, like I always say, when you're in here, you're in this live, man, if you've got a channel, go subscribe to all these guys, subscribe to each other, support each other, support the community. And, but I haven't really got it dialed in. I haven't spent enough time on the Lake Master yet. So, which is something I need to do. I need to bring my sonar down here. And my favorite spinnerbait, man, I really don't have a favorite spinnerbait as in brand. Probably my favorite style, and I'll tell you what, let me get this in the box real quick, maybe here. There it is. 4 to 8. 4 to 8 feet. We'll just dump that right there. It is more of a compact. I like a 3 to 4 blade. A lot of guys don't throw those types of blades, but I like a compact. If you remember those spot stickers, those were really impressive. Now, I throw heavy spinner baits, and I know a lot of guys don't do that either. But, of course, I get the wrong box. This is my, like anything from a half-ounce down box in spinner baits. And this is my 3/4 and up. Yeah, I like the 4 blades. Now, this is the spot sticker, and then I had, but you can see this is an ounce 4 blade from Gray Goat. He made that custom skirt for me. I can't wait to throw that. But this is also an ounce, and this is by Spot Sticker. So, I mean, you can see the difference in size right there. If I had to go with one, it would definitely be something, you know, like this, you know, a 4 blade or a compact spinner bait. I just like that compact size. Generally, I'm a silver guy. Now I keep blades on my boat. I keep silver, gold, white, and chartreuse blades and skirt material in my boat so that I can tweak my blades a lot. If it's a cloudy day, you know, generally I'm going to put on like either a white. If I'm around cloudy, muddy, I'm going to put on a white blade. So I may change one of those blades over, even if it's a 4. Even if I'm throwing my 4 blade, I may change over that white or that main blade to a white. I may change it over to just a gold if it's a cloudy day. If it's cloudy, a little bit muddy, I may change it to a white. And if I'm around a lot of smallmouth, I may change it to a chartreuse. So, you know, so that's things that I like to do on the water. When I'm, you know, when I'm out there, when it comes to I believe blade color makes a big difference in the amount of bites that you're getting. And I think it's just like changing colors. Like, you're not going to throw a translucent, you know, crankbait on a day where it's, you know, maybe even clear water, but there's a lot of chop and there's a lot of, you know, cloud cover over top of you. You know, you're going to go with something maybe a little more natural, you know, but you're going to go with something, you know, that may be a little more natural, but it's a little more of a solid color. And so I think with the spinner baits, that's sort of the same deal. You know, when you've got silver blades, even if I'm throwing a 3 or a 4, I'm going to throw a gold on if it's heavy cloud cover. And the reason why is because that silver, that primary silver, is really reflecting gray. So it's blending in a little more, and you're not actually getting as much flash from that silver on a low ceiling type of day as you would on a bluebird with a little bit of chop. Like I said, my go-tos are going to be the more mid-size crankbaits, but you can find them. And I was so excited to find the spot stickers, which were, you know, those. Hey, it's all right, Richard, man. I've got to go myself. Actually, the wife will be home here in a little bit, and I'm gonna wrap up. I got to get ready for work. But, you know, I just figured I was bored and just wanted somebody to talk to, and who better than to talk to you guys. Ow. But like I said, I mean, look at this. You know, that's a nice little translucent crawl color, and we're not gonna throw that on a, you know, cloudy, a lot of chop day. So, you know, that's sort of the deal with me and spinner baits. And it's a video that I have not done, that I really need to do, is my spinner bait modifications, because man, I do a lot of spinner bait modifications when I'm on the water. And like I said, I take a small box with me. And you'll actually see this. This is a video that's coming out. I don't know where it's at. All right, anyway. So I actually take a box of spinner bait stuff. Actually, I just seen it. It just registered in my tiny little brainage. So this box right here, this is kind of for jigs too, but this box right here is what I take out with me, and this is always on the boat with me. And, you know, like I said, I mean, I've got several sizes, you know, whites. And the good thing about these whites is I can actually take, and I keep paint sticks and Sharpies on the boat with me. Paint sticks will work better on soft plastics. So if you want to put a little dot or you want to make a little change, those paint sticks will actually work a little bit better. Bigger stealth shad, yeah, that's true. But, you know, I keep your standard colors. I keep rattles in here. Golly, this box is hard to open. But I keep, you know, quick collars, my skirt making tool, you know, just all kinds of different skirt material, so that I can make adjustments to my skirts, my jigs, or anything on the fly. That's something that, you know, I would highly recommend you guys doing, is just keeping your little box. It's light. It's not that big of a deal. So, you know, keep that on your boat, man. It makes a big difference when you're out there and maybe you forgot a jig color or a spinnerbait color, or you just feel like tweaking out that spinnerbait color or that jig color, or that chatterbait color, anything that's got a skirt. You know, you can tweak it out or tweak out those blades and make a big difference. All right, guys, listen, my wife just texted me and asked me if I was busy. She's probably asking to bring me some food home. You know, you gotta feed this physique. You don't get this by not eating. You gotta feed this physique. So as always, man, guys, like it up for me. 42 likes, 44 people in here. Thank you. God bless you. You guys are awesome. And like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And, hopefully everybody's going to be catching the crap out of them this week. Appreciate you guys. Love each and every one of you. But I got to get some food. Bye.